Hello everyone, as you can probably tell I'm self-filming this clip. I'm just going to do a review of the gig at the Royal Albert Hall on the 25th of October. Now Mark's already gone on Dutch radio saying that of all the gigs in the Eternity Tour, both Royal Albert Hall and the gig at the Paradiso in Amsterdam were the two best gigs of the tour. Now, he's going to love me for saying what I'm about to say, because having gone to Cliffs Pavilion and the Royal Albert Hall, I strongly recommend that in 2020, when they tour again, you go to two different styles of gigs like I did. At the Cliffs Pavilion, I got there very early. I was right up the front. As far as I'm concerned, the filming I got was really good because it was so close. But what you notice being up the front is the brass section a lot. They are continually sort of shuffling from one side to the other and generally having a good time. Now at the Royal Albert Hall, I was obviously seated a lot further back here, but they are at the back of the stage and as such sort of merged more in the background of the gig. You didn't notice them so much. Obviously until they do come down the front of the stage and do their little dance bit, and obviously Sean steps forward quite a lot of the times and comes under the spotlight. So yeah, definitely I would recommend those two types of gigs to get that different experience. Royal Albert Hall, I understand there was over 5,000 people there. Which when you consider this is an 80s/90s band really, to still get that type of audience, and that's obviously the last gig of the tour, add obviously all the other people that turned up at the other gigs, that's not bad going really. The thing for me that Royal Albert Hall is some of the time when the band's playing, I looked round and a couple of my clips, I don't know if you've actually watched, particularly Star Child and I think Leaving Me Now, I do pan round the audience and you just get that, what a gig's all about really, that sort of unity and having a great time. And I do believe the light show really enhanced that feeling, particularly in Star Child. I pan up, the lights are going round and round and round, sort of all speckly, and I pan up to the ceiling of the Royal Albert Hall, and I must admit I just got shivers down my spine and a real warm feeling, which is pretty much what you go to a gig to enjoy. The other thing was again some absolutely wonderful people. I will just mention, so yeah, realistically the gig was brilliant. I know everybody that's been, I've seen the comments afterwards that they had a great time. I'll show you some of the people that I actually met up with. So the first picture is me outside when I got there very early. I just met Mike prior to taking this selfie and giving him the part-signed programme that Jamie Watts had sent me. And lo and behold, 4 hours later, the man pops out to see me and gives me he's got the rest of the signatures on the programme and some flyers that I gave him 19 days previously at the Cliffs Pavilion. What a top bloody man you are, Mike Lindup. I don't know what I'm doing here because it looks like I've bleeding fallen asleep. So who else we got? Oh right, yes. Now Francis's sister-in-law Julie took this picture of me. She was about 6 rows behind me, obviously enjoying myself there. And I had the pleasure of I spotted Paul Crockford going into the after show and just grabbed his shoulder, tapped on it, and I must admit he certainly remembered me. There's no doubt about that. I mean the man let me in the side door at the Hammersmith Palais once and at Wembley, so he definitely remembered me, which was great. I do hope to actually see him sometime, and I might, if I'm lucky, even be able to get, I'd hope he'll let me do a little interview with him about his time as manager of Level 42. So on to some of the people I saw. This is Tom Tomerlin and Raymond Pursued. This was after the gig. I'm here with again Ray. I understand Lars is in the background there. He's seen himself on this picture on Ultimate 42. With David Burrows, and this is Jamie who actually gave me the part-sign program to raise money with. And by the way, I got to around £250 with those 7 items. And a quick shout out goes to Gary Hardman, Liz Patterson, Rob Paul, and particularly Gordon Parry, who yet again, third time I think he supported me in these events, sent me more than he actually paid for the item. I know there's somebody else that bought one as well. Koos in Holland. Unfortunately, I've forgotten this lady's name. Next photo, right, now then. So this I'm with Joe Wilson, who probably over the 2 weeks prior to this gig became the most famous level 42 fan in the land. Raymond again, and unfortunately I've forgotten this lady's name, but I know she came over from New York. Oh yeah, and this I'm with Francis's sister-in-law Julian, her friend, and I think, oh right, this is also when Mike popped out. It was really weird. Me and Keith Riley were just having our photo taken by the stage door, and he blinking popped out behind us, which was amazing. Hi to Alison and her friend, and I think it was Lindsay there, and Raymond and Keith. I think that's the end, yeah. Anyway, that's the review of this gig. I can tell you that I am seeing Mike, Phil and Wally Badaroo in December, so stay tuned because there'll be more live clips coming. Bye bye everybody, bye bye.